Hey guys, so I am back. Today we are going to be doing some fall cleaning. It's going to be like spring cleaning before fall. I want to clear out my whole downstairs to either decorate for fall or Halloween, whatever one comes first. I don't know if I'm going to take the time to decorate for fall when Halloween is so close. Because then I'll have to take all the decorations down and replace it with Halloween. So I don't know which one exactly I'm going to do first, but the main thing is to have everything cleared out down here and clean and ready to be decorated one way or the other. So I am going to go through my whole downstairs and clean. This video is not going to be me just talking, and it's not going to be just music. It's going to be a little bit of both, because if I talk the whole time, then I will not get anything done. But music can kind of be boring after, the first song or two. So we're going to have a little bit of each, but we are going to start downstairs in what I consider our foyer, our front room. I don't know really what to call it. It's been so many things since we moved in. Last year, this was our school room, but this year we are not homeschooling. My kids have really blossomed being back in school, and even though it's hard on me because I really did enjoy homeschooling, it's really cool to see them blossoming in their own way. So this used to be the schoolroom that I am in right now, and you will see patches on the wall that needs to be repainted. I did buy paintbrushes from Home Depot. They're being dropped off, so whenever they come, I will repaint the patches in the wall. We got holes in our wall patched up a long time ago, and I just haven't had the chance to paint over them, but today is going to be the day. At some point, we will paint over the patches on the wall. So if you see them, that's what happened. We got holes repaired, and they just need to be painted over. So again, we're going to be clearing out, starting with a blank slate all the way downstairs. So we'll start here, and we will move on from here. Right there, you can see one of the patches that needs to be painted over. But first thing I'm gonna do in here is remove this rug. All my rugs are machine washable. Absolutely love it. I bought all of them from Walmart, and I highly recommend them. They are thin because they are machine washable, but I still love them, and I'll take the machine washable rug over getting out my heavy shampooer any day of the week. So I am going to remove this one. All my other rugs have been washed recently, but this one. My washing machine right now is doing a self-clean cycle, so I'm just going to make a pile of things that need to go in. Besides the rug, all of our floor cushions, this is what we used last year for homeschooling. We sat on that rug, they had their own tables, and we used floor cushions. I don't know what I'm going to do with these now that we don't homeschool. I don't want to get rid of them because I think I could still use them elsewhere, and they were expensive, but they were pricey on Amazon. So these are going to get washed too, and the throw pillow that's just been sitting down here. We're finally removing these throw pillows that I bought from Target a while ago, and they've just kind of been sitting there as summer decor. I think maybe they also could go for a fall decor if I really wanted to, but we're going to remove them, wash them, and remove this throw blanket and wash that also. Now that we brought this chair back inside, it used to be on my porch, it makes marks against the wall, so I put a throw blanket over it so it doesn't hit the wall so much and make marks, but everything's getting washed, so that's going too. A bottle of Lysol comes in so handy now that my kids are back in school. I spray their backpacks every time they come home. Obviously this fell, but every time they come home, their backpacks get sprayed. Okay, so now that everything is moved out that has to be machine washed, we're going to start spraying things down. I bought this disinfectant off of Amazon. I really like the Lysol sprays, but I could not find them in stock where I'm at. I'm not exactly sure why. So anyway, I bought this. It seems like it's going to work just as well. It says it's safe to use around children and pets, which, definitely a good thing. Anyway, it still says it's a disinfectant cleaner, so I feel better about that. Let's wipe down this chair. I hope that all the rooms are this easy down here like this one has been, but looking around, I could tell it's not going to be, and this is probably the easiest room to start with. Fingers crossed that it doesn't take me all day to do this, but the kids are in school, so I do have all day. Let's just start wiping some stuff down.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, you in the without you, and I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the
Okay, I'm gonna have to get that one at another time. I do plan on bringing up my ladder at some point, probably not during this video, to clean the ceiling fans and the vents that are up high and all. So when I do that, I will get that picture right there. But for right now, I am going to skip it because I am too short. So I wiped everything down in this room. I just need to vacuum and mop in this room, I believe. I do have a plant over here. Right there, I did pick up a fiddle fig leaf a long time ago. It's doing well over there with the grow light that is on it. I did water that recently, so I'm not going to bother with it. But it is growing well with that light. I got that light off of Amazon, so if you have one, because I heard that these could be really picky, if you have one that's not doing well, look up those grow lights. It's really tall. I think it actually expanded to be even taller. I'm not exactly sure, because again, it's been here for a minute. But yeah, it's doing really well over in that corner. I didn't think it was because it's kind of dark in that corner, but that grow light definitely does the job. I'm so happy with that. But I think this room is done. I almost forgot the curtains. I do need to wash those. I washed them and then I let them air dry because the dryer would definitely mess them up. Anyway, I think I'm gonna here besides vacuuming and mopping, and I will do that all at the same time instead of taking things down and kind of moving it around. So we will move on to the kitchen, but the kitchen also consists of this little corner in between this room and the kitchen, so you guys will also be seeing that. This is the little corner I was talking about in between of that room and the kitchen. It leads to the kitchen. It's just my garage door and my basement door here, but I do have things that I do need to clean up here. I started to put everything that needs to be washed in a pile right there, and then I have all these extra waters. Bella's Axolotl only takes spring water. We're not supposed to use our tap water because we do have a water softener and it's not good for the axolotl. So I always have to buy spring water. And the last time I bought spring water, for some reason, they gave me a lot of spring water. I got it delivered to my house because I kept forgetting to pick it up every time I went out. Anyway, they gave me a lot of extra spring water. Now I'll just use this next time I change out his tank. But it all needs to go somewhere for right now, and I think it's honestly going to be that garage. That's the basement, that's the garage. I think I'm going to put it in the garage, even though there's so much in the garage right now. And then I also brought up the paint to paint all those patches when the paintbrushes come in. So this I'll move to the garage temporarily too until the paintbrushes come in and that water, and then I'll just wipe down the doors, the banister, and we'll move to the kitchen.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me and you gave me reason. I almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put
something else over here that I need to take care of, and that's Hero's dishes right here. Hero is still having health problems, and we are still trying to figure out what it is. And it's not a cheap thing to figure out what's going on with him. It's constant trips to the vet. It's been constant trips to the vet all year long. But for right now, we have taken care of everything but his skin. He's still showing up with like red spots on his skin, and we thought it was allergies, so we're changing his food. We're trying so many things, creams, steroids. Steroids took it away, but then as soon as the steroids stopped, it came back again. We are trying so much for this dog, but because we are changing his food, his dish gets really messy really quick, and so I like to clean it as much as possible. I do wipe them out, and then I throw them in my dishwasher on sanitize, and then his mat obviously needs to be cleaned too underneath, but we're still having trouble with him. I thought we figured it out, and we did not, and the vets are also just as stumped as we are, which freaks me out a little bit because we go to a place that has a lot of vets under one building, and none of them so far have been able to figure out what exactly is going on with him. He actually has another vet appointment coming up because I found another lump on his side. So besides his skin problems, I did find a lump right near his ribs, and we're not exactly sure what it is. So fingers crossed, we'll get it all figured out and he'll be okay. But they did tell me, and they were very frank with me, that Hero is becoming a middle-aged older dog, and he will start having problems. It's just natural, that will happen, but it's still, I don't know, it still freaks me out, and I'm not too happy about it. Yeah, also, I've been meaning to show you guys Bella's axolotl for a long time now, and I do have a clip of him, so I will insert it here. He is doing very well since the other one passed away last year, almost a year ago actually, the other one passed away. He's gained a lot of length on him. His tank is always just real plants and his hide. Of course his filter and all too, but we don't put any kind of little things in there that he can eat, choke on, or can cause a blockage. So that's why there's no like gravel in his tank. We do want to add like big river rocks, but I'm still looking for ones that won't kill my bank account. But for right now, his tank is just his live plants, which he loves to lay on, and his hide, which is a PVC pipe. We used to have a 3D hide for him, but it was getting kind of funky and I could not get it clean. So we switched it up with a PVC pipe, and he loves it, and I love it because I can stick real plants to it. I buy these suction cups to go around the plants, and I can stick them to the hide. He loves it, I love it. It makes it a lot easier to clean his tank, but we are looking to add more rocks, but he's doing well.
We're falling out, we have reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. We're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega.
I don't think we can use this rag anymore. I think I used it up on all sides as best as I could. I'm not too worried about the woodwork because like the second day my kids went back to school, I went around with a bucket and I cleaned all the woodwork in my house. But I think this rag is done. So we're gonna move on to the kitchen and get a new rag. All right, new rag, let's move on to the kitchen. I don't think our kitchen is that crazy because recently our sink literally fell from our countertop. We have a granite countertop. It was an undermounted sink. It literally fell. So when that fell, there was a lot of cleaning that had to be done. It flooded a lot of the first floor because I had the sink full because I had dishes soaking while I was doing something else. And then when I came back, there was water everywhere. So because of that, I had to clean this kitchen really well. Had to run fans and all to make sure that everything dried. So I don't think my kitchen's terrible right now. Could it definitely use more of a pick-me-up? Absolutely. I know that ceiling fan could definitely be dusted, but I would need to go get the ladder for that. So it could use a pick-me-up, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't know. You be the judge. I just wanted to cut in right here and do a quick voiceover and say that I hope everybody had a great summer. We are coming up on fall rather quickly. I hope everybody has a great fall. Cannot wait for the holiday season here. Let me know down in the comments what you're looking forward to this fall. My biggest thing would have to be pumpkin picking. I cannot wait to go pumpkin picking. But again, as you watch this video, I hope everybody had a great summer. This is one of our watermelons that we grew this year. We grew 2 this size, and then a few smaller ones are still growing. I don't think that they're going to get to a mature size before we have our first frost, because we do have some chilly nights coming up, but we will see. But this is one of the watermelons that we grew. I do have to cut this, and I should just cut it now, put it in a container, put it in the fridge, and I don't have to worry about it later, and it's off of my counter. So I think I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to cut this up, put it in a container, put it in my fridge, and that way it's not sitting there and the kids are more likely to eat it because it's already cut up. Really quickly, I'm going to grind up these dried peppers from our garden. I want to make a, ooh, that is real strong. I want to make like a pepper powder for Chase for cooking. He likes doing that type of stuff. So I'm going to really quickly grind these up because they've been sitting here. I've been waiting for other ones to dry, but the other ones look like they're going to take a lot longer to dry. So I'm just going to grind these up, put them in a container, and then I can also get this off of my counter. Okay, if he wants it any more fine than that, any more of a powder than that, then I'll do it again later. That looks so pretty. Chase loves using stuff like this. He loved our peppers from this year, and this is a way to make them last longer because obviously they don't last forever being picked right off the vine, but these dry peppers will last a long time.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light.
So as you can see, we broke my own rule with having only 2 boxes of cereal open at one time. We have like 6 open right now, but that's because everybody likes their own kind, and I'm okay with that. If you want your own box of cereal, I'm okay with that. So Chase has his own for his keto. I have my own. I normally don't eat cereal, but recently I have been eating cereal every single day. I have my own. The kids have their own. And then we wanted some Cheerios just to have in general. Not only does Logan like to feed these to his hamster every now and then as a treat. I don't know if I told you guys that Logan did get a hamster. She's as sweet as can be. So he gives these to her every now and then as a treat. He pours them out on a plate. Don't worry about, grabbing his little hands in there. Pours them out on a plate. So everybody has their own favorite, and I am completely okay with that. Everybody does eat them. Most of these boxes are actually almost empty. These went crazy this time. My kids always change up, by the way, what cereal they like. Every single pay when we need a new box of cereal, it's always something different. These have been a huge thing in the house. I didn't think that they were going to be, but they are. Is this the most nutritious breakfast? Absolutely not. Do I try to make up for it on the weekends to have like a healthy breakfast, at least on Saturday and Sunday? Yes, but our mornings are crazy waking up early this time. We still have not gotten our schedule down completely, waking up and getting out the door. So maybe when things do settle down, we'll go back to like making breakfast. But for right now, this works for my family. I do not like seeing this many boxes on my counter. It's not my favorite thing, but it works for now, and that is a plus. I do not put them on top of my fridge because I have my storage containers up there for in the fridge. And I also have my onions and potatoes up there because that is the only place that the potatoes do not turn green. So they don't go up on my fridge. They do sit on the counter. It's easy in the morning to just grab them and use them. But I did break my rule of only having 2 boxes open, and every single person has their favorite cereal sitting on this counter right now, even the hamster. I'm going to quickly put in a load of dishes. I already emptied the dishwasher when I woke up this morning. I'm trying to start my own schedule in the morning when the kids wake up. Because they're in middle school, they do not need me to hold their hands getting up in the morning. Once they are up, they know what they have to do pretty much. So I did unload the dishwasher this morning. So I just have to load it now with the dirty dishes. Not all these will get done in the dishwasher. Some of them do have to get done by hand, but I probably will not do those right now. I probably will do it tonight when everything is kind of calm. After my kids go to bed, I like to kind of go around, hand wash whatever's in the sink. So I won't get to that right now, but I will put what is needed in the dishwasher in because I think there's enough to run a load. Cutting in right here again to ask another question. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have a good brand of cutting board that you love, because I'm going through them way too quickly. I feel like I'm having to change mine out often, very often. So let me know if you guys have a brand that you recommend. Because I am a Amazon member or whatever, they gave me a deal on their, I don't think it's new, on their Echo Show Dot or whatever it's called. I think it's an Echo Show 8, something like that. I absolutely love it. I'm able to sit here while I do dishes, which could be a tedious thing. I can sit here and actually watch shows on here. I can watch Netflix on here. I don't know if that does anything else other than Netflix, but Netflix is enough for me, so I can sit here when I do dishes and watch Netflix, which I absolutely enjoy because, again, dishes could be a tedious thing. So I would say invest in that, but I got it more than 50% off, so it really wasn't that much of an investment, and I absolutely love it. All right, we're just going to clear the counter, wipe things off, and keep a move on with it. There's not much that has to be wiped off here, so soon enough we're going to be moving to the living room, where you can see that Hero has been having a lot of fun. Despite feeling not great, he has been having a lot of fun in the living room. You'll see what I mean.
No.
Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. Serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling
kitchen. We are ready to move on. I'm probably actually gonna move on to the dining room before I move on to the living room. Just cause Hero's sleeping in the living room, I don't want to mess him up till like last minute when I absolutely have to move him. So we're gonna move on to the dining room, which I don't think is that bad either. Overall, looking at the house, I think maybe living room is the craziest part, and again, that would be because of Hero. Okay, we are in the dining room now. You might be able to see kind of what Hero did a little bit here and there. Hero ripped apart a few of his toys. He absolutely loves to play tug of war. He rips the toy apart, he takes the squeaker out or whatever it is that makes noise in there. He takes it out, and then that is a done toy. It is all ripped apart. I do need to go through his toys and get those ones out because there's quite a few of them now. And he's probably due for some new toys, but he destroys his toys. Anyway, we're on the dining room. We'll figure that out when we get to the living room, especially when we vacuum, because a lot of this I'm just going to vacuum up. Our vacuum tends to work really well for all this fluff. We're going to wipe down the table, the chairs. This rug I already washed the other day, so it's ready to go. Wipe off that light. Oh, you can't even see the cabinet right there. I just wiped that off recently too, so I'm not going to bother with that because there's a lot of little things on there. Probably wipe off the coffee station right there. I keep forgetting that I bought the stuff to make pumpkin spice coffee because I'm definitely basic like that. And I keep forgetting I bought the stuff to do it, to actually make it. Maybe today will be the day that I actually make some pumpkin spice coffee. Let's get to wiping things down, and yeah, I think this rag's going to be done after we wipe a few of these things down. The table I wipe down almost every day after dinner, so that's not bad. I'm more or less worried about the chairs and that light. I think the coffee thing stays pretty clean too.
Hello, you don't even know my name, but I am happy you came by. No lessons learned, of course you're gonna leave us soon as you came across who I am not. This party sucks, I'm out of luck, and no one seems to get me here. They talk about some all the stuff that I don't even wanna hear. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, hanging with somebody, Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody,
This is where the dining room meets my living room. And I'm just gonna wipe this down really quick. I'm probably not going to wipe down that mirror because I don't feel safe doing it without a ladder. Yeah, I don't feel safe doing it without a ladder. It's a very heavy mirror and I do not want to break it. I absolutely love that mirror. So I'm just gonna wipe down the fireplace and then move on. I think instead of playing music here, because we played a lot of music during this video, we're gonna ask my Alexa a joke. Let's see what joke she could tell us. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did Barbie become a lawyer? The endless supply of lawsuits. Wow.
I did love the Barbie movie. I was a Barbie movie fan, like many people. So there goes your joke from my Alexa. Okay, and it's time to get a new rag. I don't think you can see dirt so much on this one because it's gray, but it's definitely dirty. Time to get a new rag, move on. I'll show you what Hero did. So here goes my living room. All that cotton on the floor was Hero's toy chicken. Do I actually have it? Hold on. It's actually not in his toy bin, so I'm not sure where he put it. I'm sure we will find it at some point. He might have brought it upstairs with him. But this is all from that chicken toy. So again, I'm just going to vacuum it up when I vacuum. For right now, it's going to be there. My vacuum does really well with this. Hero did get a new dog bed. I actually got it to review, and I put it down here because he has one upstairs already. But as you can see, he's right there. He doesn't really use it right now, but I am going to keep it in hopes that he will use it. And yeah, I guess the couch is more comfortable than that dog bed. I took a pause, I made myself some coffee. I did a few things around the house that I was like, oh, I forgot to do that. I put in another load of clothes, a few other little things here and there, because when you're so focused on doing one thing, or at least for me, I forget about doing other things that also need to be done. So I took a minute to myself to grab a snack, grab some coffee, and do a few things that I know need to be done right now that's not down here a part of this video. Anyway, I'm ready to get back to the video. Absolutely taking a deep breath, one thing at a time. I need to put away my kids' school laptop chargers. They charge their laptops at night, and then in the morning they put them in their backpack. Could they do this on their own and put them under here? Absolutely. But again, we're still figuring out morning schedules, and I am not crazy about if they forget to put these away or not. It's not that big of a deal to me. But yeah, they have to charge their school laptops every time they come home. It seems like a lot that they do at school, at least for my oldest, is done on that laptop. Like, we needed one book this year for her, like one copybook, and that was it. A lot is done on that laptop, so it's really important that they get charged every single night so that they have them every single day. Yeah, and I'm just, again, not crazy about them if they forget to put it away or not. They have to learn a lot while they're at school, so simple things do slip minds. Yeah. So putting these away really quickly. And I did clean this off days ago. We used to have like summer decor on there. I cleaned that off days ago to get ready for fall. Like I said, I've been trying to get ready to decorate for fall. It's just taken me like way too long. Normally I would already have decorate. Come September 1st, I would have had pumpkins everywhere in this house. But this year, it just did not happen. Like, it really didn't. And now we're so close, I think I said this earlier, we're so close to October, we're like right in between, that I don't know if I want to decorate for fall, because I'm going to have to take it down to decorate for Halloween. So I don't know where I'm at on that. I might leave this house blank until I decorate for Halloween. I don't know. I have no idea. Because once up here is clean, then I need to go downstairs, pull out all the holiday stuff. I think the fall stuff is in the back because that's the first thing. And I think Christmas is up at front. So like, I need to pull everything out. I don't know. We'll see how far I get with that. I also need to fold clothes today. My kids are old enough to fold their own clothes now. But like all the other stuff, towels and all, I do that. So that's also on my list of things to get done today. And hopefully I will get it done today. I'm just going to wipe this off, wipe off that remote, put the remote away, and then I'm going to have to, maybe I'm going to have to move here, or I don't know. He's sleeping so peacefully. These remotes break way too often. I think this is it's a Roku TV. Them remotes break way too often. One of them I accidentally threw into the washer. I did not mean to do that, and that definitely broke that remote. But otherwise, I feel like they definitely need to be replaced like twice a year. I do need to reseal this. I think when I redid it, I don't even know how long ago it was now. I think I missed spots with the sealant. So I do need to reseal this. We'll see. Back on here to say, I know I've said multiple wrong things in this video. Peppers don't grow on vines, and what I put on there was not sealant. So, yeah, it was a long day. Let's get another joke from our Alexa while we wait for me to finish wiping that. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What did Barbie say to her boyfriend? You complete me.
Lots of Barbie jokes tonight. I'm going to stop really quick, put medicine on Hero's itchy spots. I don't know if they're itchy or they just hurt. Put medicine on his spots, give him a treat, and then maybe he'll get up. And I can get that blanket out from under him. And then we'll start vacuuming and mopping, and we will be good to go down here. Will there always be stuff that needs to be done? Absolutely. Like I said, I need to get the ladder up here to get stuff up high. There'll always be stuff, but I think it's gonna feel a lot better, and I'll be more motivated to maybe go get the fall stuff and start decorating, because my kids love fall this year. They are all about the fall, and I know they would love to come home from school and there's like fall everywhere in the house. So I'm gonna stop, get his medicine on him, get him a tree, and see if he'll move from that spot, so then I can start vacuuming. Maybe I'll vacuum in here first, and mop in here first, so that I could put all this back and he could just go back and lay on it if he wants. Ooh, okay, I put medicine on his boo-boos. I gave him a tree, and I actually took him for a quick walk, and now he's panting. It looks like he's gonna lay on the floor because the floor is cold. So I moved the blanket behind me and the ottoman so that I can start actually vacuuming. Now I will say, as I was walking here, I was remembering other things that I really do have to do. So I think what I'm going to have to do is actually get out my planner again. I kept saying that I would, and then I didn't, but I think for the sake of not repeating the same thing day after day, there's always things that need to be done every day, like wiping the table, but wiping the vents and all down, and wiping this TV stand thing down, for the sake of not repeating myself every single day, I think it would be smart for me to get out my planner and write a to-do list every day, so I know I'm hitting everything in the house and not just repeating myself. So yeah, and while I was walking, I was like, yeah, there is other things that I need to do, that I need to remember to do. Anyway, this is just trying to get downstairs clean enough to decorate for fall or Halloween. So I moved this. I think it's time to vacuum. There was something when I was walking, I was like, you gotta do that before you vacuum, but now I forget it. Anyway, we also did get the paintbrushes in. So after I vacuum and mop, I probably won't paint that right there because I need to move the sofa, because that goes all the way down to the floor. But all the other little ones I can paint. I could do that. So I'm going to vacuum, mop, then paint. I know I won't make a mess painting because, again, it's not that big of a place that I have to paint. So I'm not worried about making the floor dirty after. All right, let's get out my vacuum, do that. Hero's enjoying the floor right there. So we'll start back in the beginning where we started the first time.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow.
If you see my plants back there, I'm starting to take the ones from outside back inside. I think I have a week to acclimate them back to being inside plants before we get too cold for them to really be outside. So every day I'm taking a few, putting them in the garage for 24 hours because the garage doesn't get as much sunlight, and then bringing them inside, cleaning them too because a lot of spiders. So far the ones that I've done that with are staying very healthy, very well, and they all could use some good fertilizer, but so far they're all doing good. But that's just a small majority of the plants I need to bring back in. I feel really bad. Some of my houseplants did amazing outside this summer. The begonia, oh my goodness, that's how you pronounce it right. It did amazing, but it's gonna have to come back in for the winter or it's going to die. So anyway, my houseplants were taken care of every single day because I'm bringing more in. Yeah, Hero's now laying right there, but I have a feeling once I turn that vacuum back on, he's going to move, and either he'll lay on the couch or he'll go lay in the hallway upstairs. He's not angry at the vacuum. He's not one of those dogs that try to attack it, but he'd rather just not be around it. I imagine it hurts his ears. That's what I always hear, is that the vacuums and high-pitched sounds hurt dogs' ears. So I imagine that it's not really pleasant for him. Okay, time to mop. I just have some Lysol in my bucket with a little bit of dish soap. I either use Lysol or Pine Sol because it's disinfectant. When the guy came and did my floors professionally, first time I ever had it done, probably be the last time I had it done, he gave me his cleaner that he suggested to use on this floor, but it's not a disinfectant, and I struggle with that mental block of, if it's not a disinfectant, am I really cleaning? I know that might sound silly, but it's just, I don't know. Anyway, it's not a disinfectant, so I don't really use it. I tend to use this. So we're going to mop. Hero actually moved to the front room where we started, so we'll start backwards now, and let it dry before he comes running in here because he's not a fan of the mop either. Yeah, let's just start mopping. This will probably be the last song for this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be. I found you today. It feels like it's been forever, laughing all day. We spin around, your hand reaches mine. Feels like I can't do anything, just give me a mountain to climb. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be.
Okay, now that we're done mopping, let's get to painting these patches. Again, the only one I'm not doing is behind the couch because I need to move the couch. But that should be our last thing. It's a little weird in here because I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can hear an echo, and I don't feel like I removed that much out of these rooms, out of downstairs, for there to be an echo. But I can clearly hear an echo, which is a little weird to me. So let's get to painting these patches, and we should be ready to go to decorate for something. Alright, while I was on the phone, I painted all the patchwork down here, except for behind the couch. I did whatever you can see whenever I pull out the couch, I'll do behind the couch. But I did do all the other patchwork, and I also found some other places that needed a touch-up, so I did that also. Anyway, now that we are done cleaning down here, I feel like we can start fall decorating. Now, I'm going to make its own separate video, but we could put up the first one in this video. We could do something to make it feel a little bit more like fall. My kids are actually going to be home soon if they don't walk in any minute now. So we'll put up something really quick so that there's some feel of fall somewhere, and it's not even going to be in this house. Let's put a fall wreath on the door, which I bought from Michael's, new this year, and I'm excited for it. Sorry if the dog barks. FedEx is across the street, and even when they're down the street, it's a problem for the dog. So this was the wreath that we had up, and it's starting to look a little aged. I'm not going to get rid of it because I do think that I could fluff it up and bring it back to life next spring. But that was the wreath we had. This is the wreath we're replacing it with. Again, came from Michael's, got it on sale because Michael's always does sales. We're gonna hang this one up. Feel like that's a little low, so I'm going to tie a hole in this, a knot in this, and we will hang it up from that knot because that's pretty low on the door. I can't believe my kids are going to be home soon already. I don't know, this day went by really quick. I didn't think cleaning would take all day, and though I did take like 2 breaks throughout the day, I feel like it went by really quick. There you go. Our fall wreath, our first fall decoration. Technically outside of the house, but I think it still counts. So the couch is put back together, the rug is put back under there, and Hero can relax on the couch again. Well, the pillows are done. When the pillows get done, then they'll be back on the couch, so will a throw blanket. But Hero's little laying spot is back there. And he decided to lay on the floor anyway, right next to his dog bed. You sometimes just can't win with Hero. He's gonna lay where he wants to lay, and that's that. All right, that is it for now, guys. I am done cleaning. I feel like the downstairs definitely is reset and ready for fall or Halloween, whatever we decide to decorate for. So for now, I hope that you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.